My name is Simon. I've personally got like some business experience for like 4 years. I've been experimenting with business and just taking up a lot of advice from people who are like just way more successful than I ever was. And so in this video, I will just quickly go over some business tips, 12 like overall. And I've got these tips from Alex Ramosi. I've personally not used like merely all of them, but from what I've seen, what I've heard, and just the logic itself, it makes a lot of sense and maybe they help you. First one is middle pricing. If you have a cheap and expensive thing and you want to sell the expensive thing, what you do is you add a mid-tier, and that mid-tier you price at like only like 10% cheaper than the expensive thing. This makes it so that for the customers, the expensive thing just looks really attractive, like the best deal basically. And you see this everywhere. Just look at every like major brand, they basically all do this, so it's like very worth it. The second one is a annual renewal fee for subscriptions or things like that. On your like front sale, that really has no impact because it's like 1 year down the road. That really has no impact on the customer. And if a customer stays for 1 year, then they most likely will stay longer than 1 year and therefore also pay the annual fee. And so what this does, and by the way, the annual renewal fee, you set it like 2 to 3 times the monthly fee. And what this does is just brings straight up cash into your pocket essentially. So yeah, that's one way potentially to make more money. Third one, and this is like really powerful, is call leads within like 60 seconds of them like opting in. There's a really cool Harvard study which shows that this increases the likelihood of actually closing that person by like 391%. That's a 4x. So if you manage to implement that, you can like basically 4x your business like really quick. If you don't have enough salespeople, then just go ahead and hire them, because you will be able to pay for them by like the 391% increase in sales you will have. 4, people pretty much suck at making testimonials. So what you want to do, because the best ones are like pain-based, from like everything I've personally seen and experienced, pain-based really is the way to go. So what you want to do is when you ask for like reviews, you ask them specifically about what was your life before implementing our solution, like what were the like bad aspects, what were the pain points you had. Fifth one is a quick framework on how to break poor beliefs in sales. First one is say the wrong belief from a first person perspective so it's not offensive. For example, I used to think that getting lawn care services is way too expensive and just for rich people. Second, you say why it's wrong. It takes me half a day and after that I'm exhausted. Then third, you say what's right. Then I realized that when I make more money than a lawn care worker, it's actually cheaper for me to just let somebody do it and work my main job in the meantime. And then last, you bring some proof. So yeah, John was a guy which like really dreaded his Sundays and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying. If you're selling one-to-one, then repeat it with an avatar which is as close as the person you're selling to. And if you're selling like one-to-many, then try to include as many avatars as you possibly can, or at least like every avatar you sell to. I think that's way smarter. The sixth tip I can give you is turn 7s into 9s, because price wise, like something costing like $7.97 will be just bought as much as $7.99. Really makes not that much of a difference, except for like you just earn more cash, and that small margin is a margin which if you sell a lot will make a difference. Or if you sell little but the prices are higher, then you can like kind of do the same thing. For example, if you sell something for like $9.70, you can go to like $9.90 or $9.99. It will be sold like about as much, so it just makes more cash. Seventh is have a video on your landing page, just like FAQs and also testimonials. Because if you think that people are too busy to like read through this, then yes, you're kind of right, but buyers are not too busy to read through all of them. The people who are potential buyers will actually read through them or will care about them, and for them it will make a big difference. For most people, maybe not, but you don't care about most people, you care about your buyers. Eighth is if you've got like a department and that department kind of just seems slow, what you can do is instead of doing like 1 weekly meeting, you do 2 or maybe even 3. At the end of the meeting, just like recap the items and like assign them out and ask people like what stops them from getting this done today. It's usually really nothing, and like that you can just troubleshoot like way faster and just solve issues and drive things forward at a way quicker pace. You can all of a sudden like maybe get things done in like 1 week instead of like 2 or 3, which is just huge. Ninth is a quick little framework again for persuading people. First one is add good stuff they get for like taking the desired action. Second one is like take away bad stuff for taking the desired action. Third is add bad stuff if they do nothing or just like something different. And fourth Fourth is just take away good stuff if they do nothing or something else. If you can make 1 to 4 happen immediately when they take the decision, this will be quite beneficial as well. And of course, like adding here just means making them aware of whatever. 10th is use apps or like AI to really make your scripts language-wise a lot simpler. Do around like 3rd grade, because like for smart people it will be now even easier to understand, and they will understand it just even quicker. And for like not so smart people, they will now even just have access to it. 11th is never leave people in like no man's land. For example, like if you're in a sales call, schedule the next meeting in that sales call. Don't say something like, yeah, I'll get to you like later and then we can talk about the next sales call, because they will forget about the pain points and just have way more time to think about like doubts. And then like 12th, last tip, just have an amazing product. It's just like with dating. You can use like all the tactics you want. At the end of the day, after some time, the real you will shine through. And if you're somebody who's like really not that cool to stick around, then they are going to leave. And the same essentially goes for a product. So just have an amazing product. I hope this helped. Definitely check out Hormozy. His stuff is just absolutely fucking amazing. Really helped me like in a lot of fucking ways. So yeah, definitely go check him out and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see like more life bettering content. And also follow me on Instagram. The link for that is in the description down below. I hope you're having a great fucking day, and let's fucking go.